What if the discomfort you feel in your feet right now isn't just something you have to live with? That burning sensation, the tingling, the numbness that comes and goes, or sometimes never fully leaves. Many people over 60 experience this and assume one thing: it's just age. But what if that's not the full story? What if your body is actually trying to tell you something? And more importantly, what if there are simple things you can do to improve it? Nerve pain in the feet and legs, often called neuropathy, doesn't usually start all at once. It builds slowly over time. At first, it might feel like mild discomfort, a slight tingling when you wake up, a little numbness after sitting too long, or a burning feeling at night that makes it harder to sleep. And because it's not severe in the beginning, most people ignore it. But over time, that mild discomfort can turn into constant irritation. Walking becomes less comfortable, balance may start to feel off, and everyday movement becomes something you have to think about. Now, here's what most people don't realize. Your nerves depend heavily on proper blood flow and regular movement. When circulation slows down, or when the muscles around your nerves aren't being used properly, those nerves don't get the support they need. And that's when symptoms begin to appear. The good news is this: in many cases, you don't need complicated treatments to start improving how your feet and legs feel. You need the right kind of movement. Simple, targeted exercises can help improve circulation, support nerve function, and reduce that constant discomfort. Not overnight, but consistently. And that's what this video is about. Dr. Nathan Colloway is going to walk you through 6 simple exercises that are specifically designed to support nerve health in your feet and legs. These are not intense workouts. They are gentle, practical movements you can do at home. No equipment, no complicated routines, just small actions that can make a real difference over time. If you've been feeling tingling, numbness, or discomfort in your feet, this is something you'll want to pay attention to, because sometimes relief doesn't come from doing more. It comes from doing the right things consistently. Let's start with something most people overlook when it comes to nerve pain in the feet and legs. It's not just about the nerves themselves. It's about what is happening around them. Because your nerves do not work in isolation. They depend on blood flow, oxygen, and the surrounding muscles to function properly. And when that support system begins to weaken, the nerves are often the first to show it. This is why many people over 60 begin to notice symptoms like tingling, numbness, or burning sensations, even if they have never had these issues before. Now, before we go into the exercises, there is one important thing you need to understand: why movement matters so much. When you are sitting for long periods or not moving your legs enough, blood flow slows down. And when blood flow slows down, the small nerves in your feet and lower legs receive less oxygen and fewer nutrients. Over time, this can lead to irritation of the nerves, and that's when symptoms begin to appear. You may notice your feet feel different in the morning, or your legs feel heavy after sitting, or there is a slight burning feeling at night. These are early signals that circulation and nerve support are not working the way they should. Now, here is the key point. You do not need intense exercise to improve this. In fact, for many people, intense activity can make things worse. What your body needs is gentle, consistent movement that helps restore circulation without putting stress on your joints or muscles. That's where the first exercise comes in. This is one of the simplest movements you can do, and it is extremely effective. It's called the ankle pump. You can do this sitting or lying down. Sit comfortably in a chair or lie on your back and extend your legs slightly in front of you. Now, slowly point your toes forward as far as you can. Hold for a second. Then pull your toes back toward you. Again, slowly and controlled. Repeat this movement in a steady rhythm. What this does is activate the muscles in your lower legs, and those muscles act like a pump that helps push blood back up toward your heart. This improves circulation in the feet and reduces the pressure that builds up when blood is not moving efficiently. Many people underestimate how powerful this simple movement is because it looks easy. But when done consistently, it can make a noticeable difference. Start with 10 to 15 repetitions. Rest briefly and repeat for 2 to 3 sets. You can do this multiple times a day, especially if you sit for long periods. Now, here is something important to keep in mind. Do not rush the movement. The goal is not speed. The goal is control. Slow, steady motion allows the muscles and blood vessels to respond properly. Now let's move to the second exercise. This one focuses on improving flexibility and reducing tension in the foot itself. It's called the toe stretch. While sitting, place one foot flat on the ground. Use your hand to gently lift your toes upward. You should feel a stretch along the bottom of your foot. Hold that position for about 10 to 15 seconds, then release slowly. Repeat this a few times on each foot. This stretch helps improve mobility in the small joints of the foot. It also reduces stiffness that can build up over time. And when those joints move better, the nerves in that area experience less pressure. That can help reduce tingling and discomfort. Many people notice that their feet feel tight or stiff, especially in the morning. This exercise can help loosen that tension. Now, as you do this, do not force the movement. The stretch should feel gentle, not painful. Over time, your flexibility will improve naturally. What matters most is consistency. Now, think about what you've done so far. With just 2 simple movements, you have already started to improve circulation and reduce tension in your feet. And this is exactly how progress happens. Not through extreme changes, but through small actions done regularly. In the next part, we are going to build on this and introduce exercises that go a little deeper into supporting nerve function and improving overall leg movement. And once you combine these together, you'll begin to understand how simple movement can make a real difference in how your feet and legs feel. Now let's continue building on what you've started. You've already seen how simple movements like the ankle pump and toe stretch can help improve circulation and reduce tension in your feet. Now we're going to take it one step further. Because improving nerve health is not just about the feet. It's also about how well your entire lower leg is working. When the muscles in your calves and lower legs are active and flexible, they support better blood flow and reduce pressure on the nerves. That's where the next exercise comes in. This one is called the calf raise. You can do this standing while holding onto a chair or a wall for support. Stand with your feet flat on the ground, about shoulder width apart. Slowly lift your heels off the ground so you are standing on your toes. Hold that position for a second or two. Then slowly lower your heels back down. Repeat this movement in a slow, controlled way. This exercise strengthens your calf muscles, and your calf muscles play a major role in circulation. They help push blood from your lower legs back toward your heart. When these muscles are weak or not used regularly, blood can begin to pool in the lower legs. That can increase pressure on the nerves and lead to symptoms like heaviness, tingling, or discomfort. By activating these muscles, you support better circulation throughout your legs. Start with 10 repetitions. Rest briefly and repeat for 2 to 3 sets. If standing feels difficult, you can also do a seated version by lifting your heels while sitting. Now, let's move to the fourth exercise. This one focuses on coordination and gentle nerve stimulation. It's called the heel-to-toe movement. While standing, hold on to something stable, like a chair or countertop. Place one foot slightly in front of the other. Now, slowly shift your weight from your heel to your toes. Rock forward and back in a controlled motion. This movement may seem simple, but it has an important effect. It helps activate different parts of your foot and leg. It also improves balance, which can sometimes be affected when nerve sensation is reduced. Many people with nerve discomfort begin to feel less stable without realizing why. This type of movement helps retrain your body to respond more effectively. Do this for about 10 to 15 slow repetitions. Then switch legs. Again, the focus is on control, not speed. Now here is something important to remember. As you do these exercises, pay attention to how your body feels. You may notice small changes. Your feet may feel warmer. Your legs may feel lighter. These are signs that circulation is improving. Now, let's go to the fifth exercise. This one is especially helpful if you spend a lot of time sitting during the day. It's called the seated leg extension. Sit comfortably in a chair with your back straight. Slowly extend one leg out in front of you until it is straight. Hold for a few seconds. Then lower it back down. Repeat this with the other leg. This movement activates the muscles in your thighs and helps improve blood flow through the entire leg. It also reduces stiffness that can build up from sitting for long periods. Many people don't realize how much sitting affects circulation. Even a few hours of inactivity can slow things down significantly. This simple movement helps counter that effect. Do 10 repetitions on each leg. Take your time and keep the movement smooth. Now let's talk about how all of these exercises work together. Each one targets a slightly different area. The ankle pump improves circulation in the lower leg and foot. The toe stretch reduces stiffness in the foot. The calf raise strengthens the muscles that support blood flow. The heel-to-toe movement improves balance and coordination. And the leg extension activates the upper part of the leg. When you combine them, you create a full support system for your lower body. And that's what your nerves need. They need a healthy environment to function properly. Now, you don't have to do all of these at once. You can spread them throughout the day. A few minutes in the morning, a few minutes in the afternoon, and maybe a short session in the evening. What matters most is consistency. Because over time, these small movements can help improve how your feet and legs feel. In the next part, we're going to look at the final exercise and a simple routine you can follow daily to get the best results without making things complicated. Now let's move to the next step. Up to this point, you've already learned movements that improve circulation, activate your muscles, and reduce tension in your feet and legs. Now we're going to add one more important layer. This part focuses on improving flexibility and reducing pressure along the entire lower leg. Because nerve discomfort is not always coming from the feet alone. Sometimes the tightness in your calves or the back of your legs can create additional pressure that affects how your nerves feel. That's where the next exercise comes in. This is called the calf stretch. You can do this standing near a wall. Place both hands on the wall in front of you. Step one foot back while keeping the other foot forward. Keep your back leg straight and your front knees slightly bent. Now, gently lean forward toward the wall. You should feel a stretch along the back of your lower leg in the calf area. Hold this position for about 15 to 20 seconds. Then relax and switch sides. This stretch helps lengthen the calf muscles. When those muscles are tight, they can restrict blood flow and create pressure on the surrounding structures, including nerves. By improving flexibility, you allow better circulation and reduce that constant tension. Now, while doing this stretch, do not push too hard. It should feel gentle and controlled, not painful. Over time, your flexibility will improve and the stretch will feel more natural. Now let's move to another important movement. This one is called the foot circle. You can do this while sitting or lying down. Lift one foot slightly off the ground. Now slowly rotate your foot in a circular motion. Make a full circle using your ankle. Do this 10 times in one direction. Then switch and go 10 times in the opposite direction. This movement improves mobility in the ankle joint and helps stimulate blood flow in all directions. It also activates smaller muscles that are often neglected. These small muscles play an important role in supporting your nerves and maintaining stability. Many people lose this mobility over time without realizing it, and when that happens, stiffness begins to build. This simple exercise helps restore that natural movement. Now let's add another variation. Instead of circles, you can also trace the alphabet in the air using your foot. Imagine writing each letter slowly with your toes. This increases control and engages more muscles. It also challenges coordination, which is important for maintaining balance as you age. Now take a moment and think about what you're doing with these exercises. You're not forcing your body, you're guiding it. You're giving your muscles and nerves the signals they need to function better. And this is where many people make a mistake. They think improvement has to be intense or fast. But with nerve health, the opposite is often true. Slow, controlled, consistent movement creates better results. Now here is something else to consider. Your daily habits matter just as much as the exercises. If you spend long periods sitting without movement, even the best exercises will have limited effect. So try to build small moments of movement into your day. Stand up every hour. Move your feet while sitting. Stretch your legs gently whenever you can. These small actions support everything you are doing here. Now, as you continue these exercises, you may begin to notice subtle changes. Your feet may feel warmer. Your legs may feel less heavy. The tingling may become less frequent. These changes may not happen overnight, but they build over time. And that's how real progress happens. Now let's talk about consistency again. You don't need to spend a long time doing this. Even 10 to 15 minutes a day can be enough. The key is to make it part of your routine, something you do regularly without thinking too much about it. Because when something becomes a habit, it becomes easier to maintain. Now, in the final part, we're going to bring everything together into a simple routine you can follow daily, so you know exactly what to do and when to do it without confusion or guesswork. Now, let's bring everything together in a simple and practical way so you know exactly what to do without confusion. You've learned several exercises that each support your feet and legs in a different way. Some improve circulation, some reduce stiffness, some help with balance and coordination. But the real benefit comes when you combine them into a simple daily routine, because consistency is what creates results over time. You don't need long sessions, and you don't need to push your body hard. What matters is that you repeat these movements regularly and allow your body to respond. Let's start with the morning. When you first wake up, your body has been inactive for several hours. Circulation is slower, and your muscles are slightly stiff. So this is the perfect time to begin with gentle activation. Sit on the edge of your bed or in a chair and start with the ankle pumps. Move your feet slowly forward and back for about 10 to 15 repetitions. Focus on smooth, controlled movement. Then move to the toe stretch and gently lift your toes upward using your hand. Hold for a few seconds and repeat a few times on each foot. After that, if you feel comfortable, stand up and perform a few calf raises. Lift your heels slowly and lower them back down. This activates your lower legs and helps improve blood flow before you begin your day. This entire morning routine can take just 5 to 10 minutes, but it prepares your body in a powerful way. Now, during the day, the biggest challenge for most people is inactivity. Long periods of sitting can slow circulation and increase stiffness. So the goal here is not to do a full workout, but to keep your body moving in small ways. Every hour, take a moment to move your legs. If you are sitting, straighten one leg out in front of you, hold it for a few seconds, and lower it back down. Repeat on the other side. You can also rotate your ankles in small circles, or shift your feet forward and back. These movements may seem small, but they prevent blood from pooling and keep your muscles engaged. If you are standing for long periods, try shifting your weight gently from heel to toe. This keeps your calf muscles active and supports circulation without effort. Now let's move to the evening. At the end of the day, your muscles may feel tight and your legs may feel heavy. This is where you focus on releasing tension and restoring flexibility. Stand near a wall and perform the calf stretch. Step one foot back, keep it straight, and lean forward gently. Hold the stretch for 15 to 20 seconds and then switch sides. After that, sit down and do foot circles or trace the alphabet with your toes. This helps improve mobility in your ankles and reduces stiffness that is built up during the day. You can also repeat the ankle pumps again to encourage circulation before you rest. Now, here is something important to understand. You do not need to do every exercise perfectly every day. What matters most is that you stay consistent and keep your body engaged. Even if you only do a few movements in the morning and a few in the evening, it will still make a difference. Over time, these small actions begin to change how your body feels. Your circulation improves gradually, your muscles become more responsive, and the pressure on your nerves begins to reduce. You may start to notice that your feet feel warmer and more alive. Your legs may feel lighter when you walk, and the tingling or burning sensations may become less frequent. These changes may be subtle at first, but they build over time. That is how progress happens with nerve health. Slow, steady improvement, rather than sudden change. Now, it is also important to listen to your body. If something feels uncomfortable, reduce the intensity and keep the movement gentle. There is no need to force anything. Your goal is to support your body, not stress it. As you continue this routine, you may also find that your balance improves and your confidence in movement increases. This can make daily activities easier and reduce the fear of discomfort. Walking, standing, and even simple tasks can begin to feel more natural again. And that is the real benefit of what you are doing. You are helping your body regain function step by step. Now let me leave you with one final thought. You don't need complicated treatments to begin improving how your feet and legs feel. You need simple movements done consistently. If you start today and stay consistent, You give your body the opportunity to respond and improve over time. And sometimes, that is all it takes to begin feeling better.